Hello and welcome back to the Marky channel. Now before we do get into the video, I'm going to do what you guys probably hear every single YouTuber doing, and that's beg a little bit. You see, yesterday as you're watching this video, I actually uploaded my first episode to like a new series on my second channel that I was really happy with. So if you haven't already checked it out, please just scroll down, check the description, check out the new series, let me know what you think. Hopefully it might give you a bit of a more of like an idea of my everyday life and allow for you guys to get to know me just a little bit better, okay? So that's something that you're interested in. I had a lot of fun recording it and I really want to carry it on and do it weekly, so please let me know what you think. It's linked in the description. Obviously it goes without saying, if you do like that, please subscribe as well and you'll get notified when I upload them, because I won't always just mention it here. It's just because it's the first episode. But yes, either way, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is another topics video, okay? We've got a bunch of topics to talk about. We're going to start with the smaller stuff and work our way up. You guys know how this works. Now for the first one, it's about Tana Mongeau. There's this image going around Twitter, okay, basically claiming that Tana Mongeau was littering and just being a mess on a beach. So basically Tana Mongeau's on a trip to Hawaii right now, okay, and this picture was making its rounds on Twitter. Literally influencers, in brackets Tana, staying in, oh god, I'm definitely not going to pronounce that. Lanikai, is that how you pronounce it? Anyone from Mexico watching this video, please let me know how bad did I butcher that name. Left choke trash on beach after partying all day. All kinds of stuff too. I stay tripping. The disrespect. This shit makes me so sad. Tana Mongeau is the type of tourist you don't want to be. This kind of behavior is not okay, and it's a reason why influencers coming to Hawaii is bad for everyone who lives here. Now, Tana Mongeau actually responded to this saying, "This is a blatant lie. We slept on the beach for a day with it all day, and weird, creepy people came and took pics of it by our house when we went in to get a snack. Shake my head. But what can you do? I love Hawaii. I'm always good to the beaches. Shake my head." Now, first thing I did realize from that tweet is Tana Mongeau should maybe look at investing in a neck brace, because shaking your head that much can't be good. You know, you get aches and stuff, man. You don't want to be doing that much. Now, does Tana Mongeau seem like the type of person who would do something like that? Obviously, yes. But we don't actually know, because obviously it's someone's word against someone's word. Granted, one of the people's words is Tana Mongeau, who hasn't exactly been the most honest in the past. But yeah, obviously I actually don't know, so I'm not willing to say what happened here. But either way, let me know your thoughts. All we can do is take guesses. Go on. If you had to put your money on something, what would you put your money on? Now, moving on to the next topic, it's kind of about Gabbie Hanna and Trisha Paytas, which isn't exactly different around here, but it's not me just talking about them from now on. It's actually Ethan, as in H3H3's mother, talking about Gabbie and Trisha, and actually goes on to say something that we said in our last video.
No, I watched her and I watched the drama, and I mean, this girl, Gabbie Hanna,
yes,
reminds me. Am I allowed to say the name?
Say whatever's in your heart.
The girl who must not be named.
It can be named.
She reminds me so much of Trisha.
Wow.
The two of them are just two peas in a pod.
Right. This is great.
Now, see, that's quite funny, because we literally said that in what, the last video, or maybe the video before. Gabbie and Trisha, it's quite ironic that they argue so much, because they are the same person. They couldn't be any more similar. Maybe that's why they argue so much. Maybe they're just like jealous. Maybe it's like a sibling thing. You know, when siblings just argue because they want to be the better sibling. Maybe that's what this is. Who bloody knows at this point? But yes, I fully agree, okay? Which is why it's even more funny when you talk about Gabbie and Trisha drama, because they're just both as bad at each other at this point. They both do the exact same shit and then call each other out for the exact same shit that they've done. It's just an ongoing occurrence. It's been going on for years now, and I don't think it's going to be stopping anytime soon, okay? So, yeah, let me know. Do you agree with the statement? Because I think it's pretty perfect, to be honest. But whilst we're speaking on Gabbie Hanna, we're going to show another clear example of why Gabbie Hanna does get criticised. This is actually a clip from Gabbie Hanna's podcast, in which he's talking about Jessie Smiles and the situation that's been happening between Gabbie and Jessie for a little while now. And the wording that Gabbie uses, and then her reasoning for using the certain wording, is just so dumb.
I had this other realization that this thing, I got into this other thing, which is like a whole other thing. But
yeah, say thing one more time, Gabbie. Go on. God, love that.
I used in a DM to somebody, I was like, I used the word, well, I can't remember the sentence, but I said, maybe around the time of the rape drama, is probably a sentence like that, where I didn't know a quick way to say the situation, and like in shorthand, I called it rape drama. Mm-hmm. And I got like completely, somebody shared the DMs, and then I got completely like chewed out for calling it drama. Like,
yeah, I wonder why. Because when we talk about drama on YouTube, it doesn't really revolve around that. It's usually like someone saying, oh, I'll fight you in a boxing ring, and we'll pretend to dislike each other for a few months, get a bunch of money, and then probably be mates afterwards. So it's a little bit different. No wonder you got called out for it. That's just common sense, surely.
So this is just drama to you. And I'm like, I just thought that's the word we all used for fucking assault. Like, dead ass, because that's what everybody called mine. So like, I wasn't trying to say like, oh, it's just drama. I was saying, isn't that what you guys call this? Like, dead ass.
No. I don't think anyone's called it that. And if they have, they're dumb. I don't think anyone's ever been like, oh yeah, this is just some YouTube drama, you know, like, it'll blow over. I mean, we'll all be fine, right? It's just completely different. And yet again, Gabbie's trying to blame like drama channels for stuff that she's done herself under her own accord. Like, Gabbie, just take responsibility. Like, seriously, you could easily just be like, oh fuck, like, I'm so sorry I used a stupid word at the heat of the moment. In hindsight, I think that's so dumb and actually pretty fucking offensive. I take that back. That's what you had to say, Gabbie. But instead it was Angelica fucking Oles. It's all her fault. Now, speaking of Angelica Oles, as if it's almost like I planned that little segue there. Now, Angelica and Gabbie have been going back and forth with each other the past few days. I mean, it's mainly Gabbie like just screaming and blaming everything on Angelica, and Angelica just responding. But specifically in this topic here, it's about the Bianca Devin situation, okay? And I'm sure you guys are all fully aware of it right now. I don't really want to go into explaining it because it's a very touchy subject. Now, Angelica actually tweeted out a screenshot in conversation with Kim Devins, in which she says that she got permission to post it. And as you can see right here, Kim Devins says, which is why I said I didn't feel you harmed my family, to which Angelica replied saying, I'm so sorry about all of this, thank you so much. Now, obviously, she's posted this because Gabbie has came out very publicly and said that Angelica did cause a lot of harm to the family and called out Angelica specifically, like quite harshly as well. Now, this tweet actually resulted in Gabbie Hanna posting this video called Angelica Oles Manipulated a Grieving Mother, which is a very strong title, it must be said. Now, the comments are turned off, the like-dislike ratio is turned off, it's actually been age restricted as well. Now, in this video, as you can imagine, probably from the title alone and also how Gabbie has been talking about Angelica recently, she goes pretty fucking harsh.
So then you had to try to manipulate the mother. And then when she asked you not to and wouldn't give you the information that you wanted and said, please drop the YouTube drama, you continued the YouTube drama in complete fucking disregard about the family. You know why? Because you don't give a fuck about the family. You don't give a fuck about Bianca. You give a fuck about me. And you fucking know that. You're a disgusting fucking horrible fucking person, dude. You are a monster.
So as you can see, Gabbie is evidently very, very angry here, as she has been in a bunch of videos, specifically targeting Angelica, and I would love to know your thoughts behind this whole back and forth, right, that's going on right now, because it's getting a lot more deep as it goes on. It kind of all started with, like, Gabbie just kind of being like, oh, Angelica makes videos about me, and now Gabbie is saying stuff like this, saying you're a horrible person and you're a monster. So yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. One thing I will say is I've met Angelica a bunch of times, and she's a lovely, lovely person. So yeah, I think Gabbie calling her a monster and a horrible, horrible person is just a straight up lie, to be honest. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Now for the last topic, ladies and gentlemen, we've actually got Jeffree Star, who was on the BFFs podcast recently with Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards on Barstool, and he actually spoke about Shane Dawson returning to YouTube and also spoke about his past drama, and yeah, it's quite interesting and kind of gives a bit of a hint of when Shane will be returning.
I know, but I think sometimes the internet, I let them expect me to always respond, and then months later they would bring it up or start a whole new thing for attention or views, and I'm like,
and in true Gabbie Hanna fashion, it's all the drama channel's fault. Oh, we love it. I wonder how many more people will say that this year, okay? I think we need like a counter or something. Let's all blame the drama channels. Angelica fucking Holes.
Well, it was Jeffree and Shane at the same time. It was, they were together.
And he's MIA right now, right?
Yeah, he's in Mexico right now, sipping on a martini.
And are you still having a good time?
Yeah, we hung out last week, Yeah, like I think that he's worked so hard and had such a long career. He's not just going to throw away his YouTube channel. He's working on things, but there's no definitive date of like, he's coming back in the fall.
So as you can see, apparently Shane Dawson's working on something. This is kind of coming off when people said he's doing like a Free Britney documentary as well. Is that going to be the first thing he comes back with? And if it is, what would you take from that? Do you think Shane Dawson should come back with a video kind of explaining his thought process of the last year? Or do you think he should just go straight back into the content he was making like a documentary? Actually quite interesting to hear because it has been, it must have been over a year at the bare minimum since Shane Dawson last uploaded a video. So I would love to know your thoughts on how you think his whole return's going to go and how do you think people are going to react to it as a majority?
Taking a break because he feel like he fucked up and he like needs to reevaluate or like learn a little bit.
I'm going to speak for him. Yes. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And what was the criticism of him? This is where I sound like an idiot. What happened?
It's so much. Bringing back the past and making it, trying to seem like it's all relevant at the same time.
It was like videos from 2008 on YouTube and stuff like that.
So absolutely, there's weird things, jokes that aren't funny.
Yeah. The biggest thing was with the Will Smith family, I think.
So there you have it. They kind of explain it. Jeffree Star says that he didn't find the jokes funny, which I'm very glad about. I mean, that is kind of like basic human knowledge, but you can never be sure with Jeffree Star. But yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts on Shane returning and what Jeffree Star said in this interview, and just everything we spoke about in today's video. Let me know just your thoughts in general. And also, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you do want to check out a video that I posted yesterday on my second channel, a new series I want to start on there, something I'm working quite hard on, something that's, it's almost like a passion project, okay? Something I'm really interested in doing and trying to make. I kind of like edited all myself as well. It's kind of just like my own little project here that I'm having a lot of fun with, and I would love for you guys to support it if you could. And yeah, I guess until the next video, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.